You know what they say, more doors for more
That's not what they say.
What?
That's not what they say. It's 4 doors for more horse.
Wait, 4
It's 4 doors for more horse.
Sorry, what is it again? You know what they say, 4 doors for more. Is the Audi S4 a good first car? Yes, it is. What is going on, guys? We're back with another video. We're going to be doing a little bit of a driving TED Talk today. We're going to be going over whether the B8.5 Audi S4, B8 and B8.5 Audi S4, Audi S5, the whole party. You can even include the A6. Whether it is a good first car. Now, I purchased this not as my first car, but as my second car, and as the years kind of gone by from when I purchased it, the value, or the price of this car rather, has kind of dropped a little bit into the range that could be deemed affordable as a first car. You can get these things as low as $10,000 to $15,000 depending on what year and model you go with, and obviously the drivetrain. But yeah, so that's kind of why we're making this video, to put in this conversation of whether this would be a good first car. And I'll start off with the fact that it's a very good first car to get you into the car community. It's not just that car that you had to buy as your first car, you know, that Honda Civic that you just throw mods on because your parents wanted you to get a basic, reliable commuter car. But this is kind of the car that, you know, you can put mods to, and somebody's gonna look at it and be like, you know, that's a sick S4 instead of that's a riced out Honda SQ5. So I do believe that this is a very good first car in terms of getting you into the car scene. That turbo? No. Yes. Another thing about these cars that you should keep in mind if you're going to be purchasing it as your first car, and that's going to be the cost to modify them. It can come with a hefty price tag, but at the end of the day, you can create a lot of power out of these things with just a tune. So I'll consider it cheap power that you can ultimately do with this. You can go a stage 1 tune for like $1,000, including TCU. Should I take it right here? I forget.
Doesn't matter, you go straight.
You can literally get a stage 1 tune for this car, straight up, no additional mods, although there are some recommended, like an intake. But yeah, so stage 1 tune you can get for $1,000, under $1,000, and you can make, I believe, like high 3s to low 4s in terms of wheel horsepower. I think that is a phenomenal number that you can get out of a car that you can buy for $10,000. You know, there's obviously other options out there, but the ability to do so with one singular stage 1 flash is impressive in my mind. So that's something to keep in mind when you are buying this as a first car. So I wouldn't recommend driving crazy if, you know, you're a new driver, but these things are relatively safe, and you got all-wheel drive, so you don't have to worry about putting too much power to rear wheels because you got all wheels. Ultimately though, the cost to modify the car is going to come with bigger price tags depending on what you do to it. I do have a video that I've done in terms of what I've done to it, and by no means should you spend that much money on a car if it's your first car. But yeah, about some of the negatives of owning this as a first car, especially if you are in high school, college, any type of commute that you have to deal with. The gas mileage on these things are not great, especially if you tune them. They're even worse. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe the OEM miles per gallon on these cars are like 16 or 18 city and like 26 highway or something like that. I just posted a short like full tank of what I got on it, and I averaged like 19, and I do a lot and a lot of highway driving, and I mean a lot. So majority of those miles were highway, and I averaged 19. So not the best. You also have to drive these on 93, or at least it's highly recommended to drive it on 93 or 91. So the cost of that is obviously going to be up there as well. I do want to preference that I did own this car working a job at a grocery store, so it's doable. Now we're gonna stop to get some ice cream. The pro that I'm gonna add on to, you know, purchasing. Oh, I didn't mean to put that in the truck. The pro that I'm gonna add when purchasing this as your first car is that you won't have to really worry about reliability if you get one that was taken care of. So if you get one that's higher mileage, get one that has the maintenance done. Now piggybacking off of that, being a pro, the con comes with maintenance is going to be pricey. So if you want this as a first car, make sure you can afford maintenance if need be. That being said, as mentioned before, the most recent maintenance that I've done to this car was control arms. So one, if you want to do it yourself, then you're saving yourself a heck ton of money. I didn't want to do control arms myself, so that cost me $3,000, and that's just control arms. That's not even any engine work. So you just got to keep that in mind. That go for one that was maintained. Don't settle. Don't settle for one that you want if it's not maintained, if you can't afford the maintenance for it. Now, going back to when I bought this car, kind of in my teenage days, because I was a teenager when I bought this car just makes you smile, and I guarantee 95% of people who would get this as their first car would not regret a single bit of it. So the sounds that you can get out of this car, it's definitely going to get you a lot of attention, I'll tell you that. So if you want your friends to, if you want to get your friends' attention, then buy this car with an intake and you'll get their attention, as you can hear. First car, again, you're likely in high school, college, so you want space for friends. In terms of this car, you're gonna fit people. There's plenty of space. Legroom in the back, plenty. Or at least I think there's plenty. Yeah, so in terms of leg space in the back, plenty. Headroom, plenty. If you're 6 foot, I don't know, how tall do you think you have to be before you get that?
Maybe like 6'6". You got another, I'd say another 6 inches before.
If you're under 6'6", you're probably comfortable. In the back, if you want to show them, it kind of goes up, so you have plenty of headroom back there as well.
I don't know if you can see it very well. The camera doesn't show it, but very well. But yeah, the head space gets like larger towards the back.
Hold on a second. This car is coming.
Anxiety.
Trunk space, plenty of trunk space.
Unless you get bags.
Unless you get bags, but even if you get bags, if you properly put the tank and management somewhere where you can fit stuff. I didn't because I didn't want it. I wanted a spare. But that being said, plenty of trunk space. You could fit anything you practically wanted. I fit 4 wheels and tires in here, not a problem at all. So space isn't a worry. The S5, on the other hand, I think is a little bit smaller, but I still think there's absolutely plenty of space in an S5. So that's not a worry there. And then we'll jump into a big thing that a lot of parents want their kids to kind of have in a car, or at least it was a big thing for like myself my girlfriend and some of my friends. It's the speed, or not the speed, but the effort, I guess, it takes to get up to speed. The car's supercharged, plenty of torque. You're gonna get to 60 probably twice as fast as you parents probably want you to. So, you know, if you're ever merging, if you're a new driver, I understand, like, some people with, like, Jeeps and stuff, getting on, like, merging into traffic with a Jeep in the 0 to 60 in that car is so sketchy. So, this is very good for that. You don't ever have to worry about not being able to catch up to merge. So, in my opinion, I'm going with yes. This car overall is a fantastic, very fantastic first car. Highly recommend it. Anybody has questions about it, my socials are in the account, in the YouTube account bio. And if you have anything or any comments that I missed about what makes this a very good first car, leave a comment below. And if you guys want to subscribe, I again post weekly, so